Hello, I am here to teach you on how to fucking draw. Drawing tips with Lambie. I sound dead because I'm pretty tired. First, drawing characters. People think drawing characters are easy. And yes, they're right. And no, and wrong at the same time. But what new people don't understand is that they start off drawing the head, right? Only doing the construction lines for the head, and then just, go ham with the body. Like, they just fucking draw the body. I also was guilty of doing this. I just draw the body immediately, and yes, don't don't do this. Don't do that. I'm gonna change how it looks like. I usually, when it comes to drawing bodies, I personally I draw the neck first, right? Because these are the easiest things to draw. It's just basically a lot of curving, right here, and then you draw the body. I mean, you draw a shape. You draw a shape. Find the line that you want for it to go. Say a line of action. There you go. And it goes this way, right? You want it to go this way. So now you curve the body, or you curve your character the direction it wants to go. So since it's curving this way, like here, you also curve it that way. Oh fuck, what's happening? There you go. You also curve it this way. Now I'm not gonna try too hard because I'm way too tired, man. See, you curve it, and then same thing for the arms. Not same thing for the arms. For the arms, by same thing I meant you have to, like, how should I say this? Make it simpler. Instead of drawing arms that have drawing arms that have bumps all over them, right? Like that, for example. And you're posing them already, like this, right? Start off simple. You can keep this part because it doesn't really matter, but you do this basically, essentially. You keep them a box. You keep them square, you see? You keep them into a square. Like that. Keep them into a square. Yes. You see, this is just built up with multiple squares and circles. Like rectangles, squares, and circles. Like this is like that, you see? This is how I think it is. I'm not sure, but like, yeah. It's not hard. It's kind of hard to see that you're just basically making your characters with shapes and circles. But once you see it, you cannot unsee it. And it's much easier like that, to break it down with circles, squares, triangles, and rectangles, all that stuff. It's easier like that. So yeah, always do that. Because it's very easier like that. Yes, I don't know what this arm is, honestly. I'm just gonna keep it like that. And then, I'll remove this part. Then I make it more into my favor. You see how I'm adding more detail later? How I already figured out how it wanted to look like, so I'm doing it now. See? See? Now this I want to change. Changing is always good if you want to do this stuff, right? Wait.
Moments later.
Like, you add details later. You don't do them when you're literally on the section where you're supposed to sketch. You do them later. So like this, you see? I'm adding detail right now. How I'm making them more advanced shapes and lines and stuff, right? Except my style isn't really really that advanced, so I don't really bother. Essentially, drawing, you break them down in shapes, and you just add detail later. That's how I think when I draw. Now, for other people, it might be different, but this is how I think I should draw: is break them down into shapes, and then add detail later when you find the thing you want. And I already found a thing that I want, so it looks like this. See, I can add Like, I can extend the butt if I want to. See? I can look like this. I'm starting like XQC. What's wrong? See? This is how I draw my character. This is how I think when I draw. Sometimes draw my character like this. Obviously, this is not the face shape that I use, but yeah, I thought it be more simpler, and I also like it. So yeah. As you can see, it's not turning out so bad, and yeah, pretty nice, pretty cute. I like how it's turning out. I'm slowly dying too. Help my health. Whew. Now, when I saw you on stream, you were trying to draw a face, and it's fine to struggle. Don't worry about it. If you're struggling, you can always look back on it, think what you did wrong, and try not to repeat the same mistakes. Now I will teach you, or at least try to teach you, on how I draw my eyes and how I think most eyes are drawn. I'm not sure. I always look at videos, but I'm not really I don't really pay attention most of the time because how should I say this? I can't really pay attention that well, and that's just my problem and not anyone else's. Okay. Deleting all the stuff that I don't need. Okay. Here we go. Eyes. I rotate this because I want it to be more simpler. Do this. Okay. Start off with a simple shape, simple line. Don't do this. Don't do this. I mean, you could see it doesn't look that bad, right? It doesn't look that bad. But always start simple. Bam, bam. Curve them. Always curve. This is how I draw my eyes. Okay. Sometimes I curve them, sometimes I don't. I mean, no, of course I curve them. What am I talking about? I'm just saying random things. Ignore that. Sometimes I always curve them. I'm really tired. Okay, see? Pay attention. You draw eyes. You're drawing eyes right now. You're not drawing anything else. You're drawing eyes. You can think of it as drawing a lemon, because lemons have essentially the same thing. See? This is a very scuffed lemon. See, it's a lemon. See? Lemon. Now we can remove this. Just draw the fucking eye, bro. Yeah? Just draw it. My keys are broken. See, I drew my character. This is how I draw my character. Also, when it comes to drawing like ponytails and hair, please understand that this is a bad idea too. I accidentally did this. I want you to always draw with near the skull. Always draw near the skull. Do not make it weird, okay? Do not make it weird. Like sometimes when people draw, oh god, when people draw ponytails, right? When they draw a ponytail, they kind of draw it like this, which is not normal, by the way. You form it around the skull, right? You form it around the skull. So something like this, right? Yes, this is what I think what ponytail should be drawn like. Yes, yes. Okay, look, there's my character. Wow, this is my character. Poggers, poggers.